This is part one of me finding my fiance naked with his married coworker on my wedding day. So we started dating in 2014 and we were supposed to get married September 30th, 2017. In the days leading up to the wedding, it was 5 days before, like something just not right with this one girl that he worked with. And I asked him about it and he's like, "You're crazy, there's nothing going on, yada yada." 5 days before the wedding, he's like, "You don't trust me enough to get married. We need to postpone. Like my whole life is falling apart," or that's how I felt at that time. We had met with our marriage counselors and they were like, "Kirsten, there's nothing going on. Like, he says there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on." We call off the wedding. I'm like very anxiety ridden because I'm like, okay, either he's cheating on me or like I've completely lost touch with reality. We made the decision that we would remain together and work on building trust. He told me that like it was my fault that we weren't going to get married and it was just because I didn't trust him enough. So anyway, fast forward, it's September 30th, our wedding day, and I unlocked the door to the house that I had bought for us. So he had none of his own money in the house. I did the entire down payment, put it in both of our names. So I unlock the door to this house and walk inside and he is butt naked. So I unlock the door to this house and walk inside and he is butt naked. He's like, "Why are you here?" And I look down and I see some like girls' boots or women's boots. So I hear the master bedroom door close and I go in there and I find her and she's like put his clothes on that were in the closet. I called the police and reported an intruder. Anyway, she told me like, "We're in love, I'm leaving my husband, we're gonna be together." It later came out that they'd been having an affair for quite some time. She told me several months before I ever even became suspicious of her. During the time that he had been cheating on me, he's like telling me that I don't trust him enough. He took out a $500,000 life insurance policy on me. I had been heavily manipulated and told that I was losing my mind. The Monday after this happened on a Saturday, I sold my ring and used it to retain my attorney. I had bought us a house in June, like I said. He, up until the bitter end, tried to steal it out from under me. The husband of the girl that he was cheating on me with took her back, and bless his heart, they're still together to this day. My ex-fiance, he moved a different female co-worker into the house a few weeks later. She had moved herself, her dog, and her mom in, and then they were trying to demand that I pay the bills. 333 days later, I was free.
I caught my husband cheating just after we came back from the honeymoon. 2 days ago, he called me. "If we can talk." I said, "Okay, no problem." He was rethinking everything and he made a mistake. If I'm willing to give him a second chance. I looked him dead in his eye. I said, "No, you made the decision you made, and I'm making mine. Bye." After my husband cheated on me, he admitted it. Okay, no problem. But then he had the audacity to tell me that I need to go cheat to make it even.
Bride knew he was cheating on her, but she waited until this day to get revenge. Susan and Alex had been dating for 6 years before getting engaged and planning their big wedding. The night of Susan's bachelorette party, she received a text from a mysterious number. As she scrolled through the text, she found lots of personal text messages between her fiance Alex and other women. After Susan cried herself to sleep, she woke up the next morning and knew what she had to do. Susan went through with her wedding as planned, but when it came time for her to read her vows, she read the text messages between Alex and the other women instead.
If you think your man is cheating on you, keep watching because I'm going to tell you all the little signs my husband gave me and all the little excuses that came with it. Number one, the most obvious one, is he stopped looking for me. When I say looking for me, you know what I mean. He stopped looking for me completely, and the excuse was that he was just tired. Number two, it was he stopped texting me and calling me all day. He used to text me a lot, and he just randomly stopped. And the excuse was that he couldn't be on his phone at work anymore, or not as much. Number three, I would give him his plate and he would just grab it and start eating without me. And that was something that he would never do before. He would always wait for me, both of us, to sit down, have our drinks, and then just eat together and talk or watch a show together. Completely gone. I don't think I ever asked him about that, so I don't have an excuse for that. Number 4 is we would always watch TV together. Like, we would always make sure to be watching, like, what do you want to watch? We found a show or a movie or something that we want to watch together. That completely stopped. He would just sit down, turn on the TV, watch whatever he wanted, and I would just be sitting there like, okay, like, you're not gonna ask me what I want. That was number 4, I think. Number 5, he stopped being playful. Like, I thought he was going through depression, or he was just sad, he was stressed. It wasn't any of that. He was just not happy. He would not play with me. He wouldn't laugh at my jokes. He wouldn't do any of that. He would also, like, when he would come home, he wouldn't be happy. Like, his face was just very, like, and I would run to him, try to give him a hug or a kiss, and he was just very, like he would barely kiss me. That's another thing. He would barely kiss me. And I would be like, okay, I get your stress, and I get, like, you know, like, a lot of things going on, but you can still give me some type of love, you know? So that was the other one. And also, I noticed every morning for 4 years, because we were married for 4.5, he cheated for the last 6 months basically, but for the first 4 years, like, every morning when he went to work, he would give me a kiss, and he would be like, bye, have a beautiful day, like, you're beautiful, like, nice things. That stopped too. So I don't know, hopefully this helps some of you, and if you're experiencing some of this, run